What's going on, guys? We're going to cover this Toshi chart. Again, if you're feeling some pain, you are not alone. Everyone in the crypto market right now is experiencing some pain. I'm looking off to the side monitor. We got Bitcoin at 95,000, touched as low as 94. Ethereum at $2,500. XRP down, Cardano down, Solana 195. Everything is down. Now, where are we at, right? Some people calling for alt season. It's not coming this year. It is coming this year. We're still bullish, this, that, and the other, right? I want to kind of just assure everyone, just be very, very calm. If you need to get outside, go touch some grass, do something else for the time being, go do so. Again, if you've got dry powder on the sidelines and you believe in a very few, okay, specific projects, I would definitely start to dollar cost average down. Get those prices as low as you can. Now, this video is going to be about Toshi, so we're going to go look at the daily chart. Now, on this daily chart, we have broken down through an area of support. You can see this upwards trend line that I have, basically going back to the start, the announcement, the rumor, and the listing on Coinbase. So as soon as we got that, right around January the 20, January, in the middle of January, you could see the big pop. We had a little bit of consolidation, and then we started to really ramp up towards that $800 million market cap, $900 million market cap, right around that area. And ever since then, it's just been a kind of a slow bleed, right? Kind of a slow bleed. We've had a good bounce on February the 2nd. This was a tremendous dead cat bounce coming all the way down to our golden pocket here on our Fibonacci retracements. Now, for me, I've got the Fibonacci retracements down to this floor because if I zoom out and we kind of look at all of this price action that we had here going all the way back September, October, November, December, we were holding this floor very, very well. So I'm running it from this floor all the way up to the highs, and I can actually move this just a little bit. All the way to the highs. Now you can see where we're pulling back to again is a 786. So if you're not familiar with technical analysis, you're not really familiar with supply and demand and how some of these, chart patterns kind of work, we're coming into that ultimate double bottom kind of rebuy zone. Here's one thing that I want to kind of look forward to and kind of want to monitor. I did dollar cost average down again today. About another million tokens. I'm going to look to do it again if we can get into the fives. Now, I don't just want to touch 5. I want to get like 5.5, 5.2, 5.3. Again, I'll sprinkle in a little bit in the high fives. But what I realistically want to see is if we can start to lose, 0058, 00056 in this range, right? So right below this previous, dead cat bounce that we had here. If we can start to dip, you can see we've got all of this gap here, this big pocket, all of this price action from when the Coinbase listing started to really ramp up. We have not tested it. We've tested the highs, which was resistance here. And then we had the breakout. We've tested that once. We had a dead cat bounce. We're testing it again. So this is what you would call a double bottom. Again, if we sweep that mid 5 area, I'm going to aggressively load. Okay. I'm going to aggressively load because I think any type of sweep in the mid 5s, you're going to get one of these type of candles. Okay. Now, how big this candle is going to be? Is it going to go from 5.5, maybe up to 7, 8 to 9? Or is it going to just continue to just run and that's going to be the bottom? Is yet to be the determining factor. What I'm really looking to play out here is a nice strong test on Toshi back up to some of these most recent highs. March and April, okay? March and April. So depending on what your plan is, if you're looking to just make a double up, anywhere down in here is going to be a good buy zone for you. So if you're a shorter term trader and you're looking for a 2 or 3x, anything down in this zone, assuming you get back up to 10s and 12s, you're going to easily double 3x your money from here. Okay. So from there, very, very good opportunity. Now, if you have, depending on what your dollar cost average price is, I'd be curious to know what some of you guys have Toshi on the average price. Drop that in the comments below. But if your average price is a little bit higher, like let's say maybe you were buying on the run up or you were buying on the first initial pullbacks and your initial average price is anywhere between 11, 12, or 13, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to bring that price down. Okay, you're going to want to bring your dollar cost average price down. Hopefully we can get a break through the sixes here into those fives. I think anything in this zone, let me pull up my drawing tool, anything in this zone, right? Anything in this zone is going to be a good buy. Okay, now why is it a good buy? Well, obviously it's down towards the floor, right? So the cheaper you can get this price in this floor, the better and the more money you're going to make for when meme season, alt season, and everything does turn around. Okay, now again, my timeline, I think, and again, this is just based on technical analysis and where I see things. A lot of times meme coins and a lot of crypto, it starts to peak around May, and then June, July, August, we kind of consolidate and we pull back tremendously. And then around November, December, you have like one more blow off top. Now for some names, that blow off top towards the end of the year is also a new high. For some other names, it's not a new high, but it's definitely enough to kind of push you back into profits to get out of a position or whatever. And if we're playing for a 2025 bull market, a bull season, a bull cycle, a super cycle, as some would say, in 2025, then you're going to want to make sure you have those prices down to the floor as possible. Okay. And again, the more tokens that you own, the more you're going to make when it starts to bounce, right? It's basic math and it's basic common sense. So here's what I'm expecting, and here's how I'm drawing it up. If I can get another final dollar cost average here in this range, I'm going to add, and what I'm looking for is to finally start to see some bullish momentum, which means that we're going to see these buyers start to step in, and I want to see actual closes above a previous swing high. That would be one here. Above a previous swing high, that would be there, right? So I want to see some closes over some of these previous resistance spots. And that's going to kind of tell you that we're bullish and we're starting to really ramp up. Right now, again, as much as I'm a Toshi supporter and holder, the chart looks very, very weak, along with the rest of the market. So what I see a lot of times on X, on Twitter, and on social media is that everyone is starting to panic and you're starting to get out of your positions. When you start to feel that is when you need to double, triple down. Okay. And that's completely honest. And that's basic investing 101. When you start to feel that that market sentiment is extremely weak and people are extremely fearful and people are extremely doubtful, that's when you double and triple down on your conviction, because you're going to be the first when we start to bounce to make money. And not only the first to start making money, but you're going to make more money than everyone else who is going to decide to buy this when they see more confirmation and we're trading up here. And then we get a little bit more action and people are buying this whole way, right? People are buying here, they're buying here, you know, and now, oh, everyone's going to be excited. We're getting ready to test all-time highs, which is over here. And then they start buying in here. And once you do get like a little bit of a blow off top over this all-time highs, I think we're going much higher than that, but you're going to start to see a pullback. And you're going to get that pullback, and everyone who was buying here and here all this way are going to go negative. They're going to go down in their position. And guess what they're going to do once more? They're going to sell out back in this range. And all of this is going to do is just consolidate for that final blow off top. So again, it's a psychological and emotional game that you have to play here. And not only is it a psychological and emotional, but it's also testing and going to test your patience and your conviction. Okay, if you want to make money in some of these names, find legitimate projects. I'm not saying go over and choosing the next, you know, pump and dump on Pump Fun or whatever is released by the second. Find a legitimate product, something that's got some utility, something that maybe has been around for a cycle, and start to actually invest in what you believe in, but not just, you know, on a hope and a prayer, right? Let's have a little bit of common sense. Toshi is very, let's say, it's got a lot of potential for a number of different reasons. it's the face of Coinbase, right? They chose to list this product, but not only did they choose to list this product, but it's also got utility. It's got Toshi Mart. It's got its own version of Pump Fund. You're going to be able to do so much different stuff, NFT side to this. It's got so much different utility behind it to where it's not just, hey, here's another meme coin. You know what I'm saying? It's a meme coin that's got a little bit of something sprinkled extra. Does that make sense? So with a project like this, we can be expecting a $1 billion market cap. When this market really starts to heat up, you can expect probably a 2.5, maybe even $3 to $4 billion market cap this cycle. And again, all of you guys who are kind of thinking about, these projections and how much you want to make, well, guess what? You're going to make the most amount of money by dollar cost averaging down towards the floor. You are not going to make all your money buying here, okay? Buying here, okay? Buying here. That's not where you're going to make your money. You're just not going to do it. You're going to make your money by buying down here when the times are tough, when people are selling, when people are panicked, when we don't know how long this is going to last, when you don't know how low it can go. Okay, what you can use is technical analysis, and you can give yourself some areas of interest. Like, for example, technically, you can see this spike got rejected here. Yes, you can see that once we got over that previous spike, we ran. Makes sense? Okay, great. Now, once we pulled back, look at the area we tested. Was this breakthrough of this initial spike? Yes, I think we can all agree. We had a little bit of a dead cat bounce, followed by now we're back in that zone again. So we are testing this whole range, right? This whole range from that original breakout is being tested. Now, whether this wants to sit down here for another day, whether it wants to sit down here for another 2 days, whether it wants to sit down here for another 2 weeks, it does not matter. Because if you get in on this area, or for me, sweet spot would be somewhere down here, right? You're going to be the first to be really in your bag as soon as we start to ramp out and come out of this. And we are going to come out of this. Okay, so relax a little bit. Dollar cost average, go touch some grass. I'm looking for this double bottom test here. Okay, that's going to take us down to something with a 5. Okay, if we get anything in the mid 5s, I would love to pick up some more. Again, we just get back to right here, guys. If we just get back to right here, and your entry price is anywhere in here where I'm drawing these yellow lines, this is a double up for you. You go out there and you put $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, you're going to come out with $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 very quickly. And that's not even the start of the move. So just think about where I'm going with this, right? If this is a double up, okay, from here where we're currently trading at and just a little bit below to right here, let me make this a little bit cleaner, okay? My ultimate buy zone would be in here. Whoops. Let me make this a little tighter. My ultimate buy zone would be in here. That would be somewhere in the low 5s, okay? That's my ultimate buy zone. Now, your double up in this zone from where my ultimate buy zone is at to where we are currently trading at now, this zone, your double up is just right here, guys. That's it. So whatever you put in here, you're going to double your money here. And that's not the start of the move. Okay? Where's our 3x? Our 3x is right about here, guys. Right about here at this next resistance spot right there. Okay? Where's your 4x? Uh-oh. That next resistance spot, that previous wick. Right here. And then obviously if we get up here and we start testing all-time highs, guys, from where we are at right now, you are potentially looking at a 2, 3, 4, 5 times on your money just to get back to where we already were trading. Now, is that truly let me take this off. Is that truly a big bull market cycle? No, right? That's just getting back to exactly where we were at with nothing else additional. Like no real bull cycle run up. Realistically, we could be talking about a push into around this area, right? Anywhere between a 1, and this is my realistic expectation, a 1 billion to around a $2.5 billion market cap. Can it go higher? 20 billion, 30 billion, 40 billion? Absolutely. Realistically, because we do need to make money along the way, this is an easy 5, 6, 7 times your money from where we're at now. So do you want to be the guy who is buying up here and doubling your money up here? Or do you want to be the guy who's already making money and at 3x, 4x, 5x, 6x your money by the time we break all-time highs? Makes sense? Again, just a simple $1,000 in here in my ultimate buy zone could turn into $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 very, very quickly. Again, some of you guys have $5,000 invested. Some of you guys have $500 invested. Even for somebody who's got $200, $300, $400 invested, if within the next month to 2 months to 3 months, you can take a measly $300, $400 investment to $1,200, $1,500, $2,000, you're doing something very, very good. Okay. And you can also dollar cost average along the way as well. Again, you know, are you going to take $100 to $100,000? Probably not, right? Let's be realistic. Okay. Let's be realistic. But if you treat this with the business mentality and you're looking for strong, realistic expectations, a 3x on your money, a 5x on your money, a 10x on your money, what do we need to do? Right? What do we need to do to see a 5x return on our money? Again, for a lot of you guys out there who have been kind of dollar cost averaging in, some of you guys have maybe $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 invested. A 5x on your money is taking your $2,000 or $3,000 into, you know, $10,000, $12,000, $13,000 in a matter of a couple months. This allows you to open up your book of business to start investing into some other names. Also, that's not the stop, guys. I don't know how big the run up is going to be this year. Okay. We could definitely see a $10 billion market cap, which from here would be almost a 15, 20 times your money, you know, a $20 billion market cap, right? I mean, look at things like Sheeb or things like Doge or things like Pepe, you know, all of these other big already previous cycle, like meaning they've had their big moves already. Meme coins are in the billions. Okay, they're in the billions of market cap. So even getting to a $2.5 billion market cap from here, where we sit right now, is a 10x on your money. 10x. Okay, roundabout. Again, depending on what your dollar cost average is. Now, obviously, if your dollar cost average is way up here, it's not going to be a 10x. But what I'm saying is from here, where we are currently at, is about a 10x. Guys, if we can get to a $2 to $3 billion market cap. Okay, so think smart, think logically. Again, don't put any unrealistic expectations on yourself. I've got us at a support here right now where we stand. Look at this previous wick. That's kind of where we're coming down into. Again, the chart is not the strongest right now. Either is anything else. Okay, so don't feel like it's only Toshi. You want to get behind a project that you can trust, and you want to make sure that you're dollar cost averaging in, and you want to make sure you're accumulating as many tokens as you can. Because once it starts, you're not going to have that opportunity. Like, it's not going to come all the way up here and then you're going to tell yourself, well, you know, when it comes back down here, I'll believe it this time and I'll grab some. It's not going to do that. Okay. It's just not. By the time it starts to do this, right? By the time it starts to do that, it's too late. You're going to have to buy here. 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 Right? So again, be realistic. Do you want to be the guy who's buying way up here, or do you want to try to load as much as you can down here? Right? Again, I'll keep making these videos. I'll get a little bit more in depth with the exact prices on, you know, where specifically can we go. Right now, it's a lot of zones for me. So again, for me, I've got a price that I would like to pick up some more tokens at around 5.5. So 0.00056, 0.00055, 0.00057s. All of those are very lucrative to me. I mean, if they were to give me anything with the 4, forget about it. We're gonna really go heavy. But again, I'm thinking 5s. Let's kind of see how we do from there. And then depending on what we got. You know, I got resistance at 7.6, I've got resistance at 9s, and I've got resistance at 12s. So those would be our touch points. If we do dip and then we start to kind of crawl back, we'll stop here for a while, consolidate, we'll stop here, consolidate, we'll stop here, consolidate. Hope that makes sense. I'll see all of you guys in the next video.